I just wanted to ask or discuss rather with Mr. Nazir. He's a payroll, expert in payroll and compliance related issues. We have seen, or we all know that in UAE, we have seen a mix of employment. Yeah, UAE nationals, or particularly GCC nationals, or non-GCC nationals, or we technically call it as an expatriates. So when you book the gratuity provisioning in the books of accounts, so is it different for both? GCC nationals follow different gratuity process, or is it totally different terminology? Yeah. Or expatriate follow different practices?
So basically, it is a common understanding that all the UAE nationals are eligible for social security, and all the expats, they are coming under end of service gratuity. But there is one exception for this particular thing. So if any GCC national working in UAE, they are eligible for social contribution, which is relevant in their countries. Okay. So in order to make the things more clear, I just want to give an example. So for example, if one Bahraini national, nowadays many GCC nationals are working in UAE. So if a Bahraini national who is working in any of the UAE entity, they need to go with the Bahrain social security. But what GPSSA is doing, GPSSA acting as a facilitator, they are facilitating to register this employee with the GPSSA first. Then GPSSA sending a communication to the respective country's social security.
GPSSA is a UAE body, right?
Yeah.
It's a UAE body?
GPSSA is a UAE body. So in Bahrain, the social security is handled by SIO, which is Social Insurance Organization. So once, the initial registration is happening with the GPSSA, then GPSSA is sending a communication to SIO organization, which is in Bahrain.
Okay. So it's a regulatory body, one regulatory body to another regulatory
body. Then SIO is giving a confirmation back, this employee registration is completed.
Okay.
So after that, the invoice, payment, everything is belong to SIO only. SIO is, nowadays, everything is through online portal. So when you are registering with SIO, they are giving access to their online portal. So where you can able to get a username and password. So you just need to log in that. You can see you will get a monthly invoice from SIO. You need to make the payment. Okay. So, the general rule, all the expats belongs to end of service gratuity. There is an exception that mainly relating to the GCC national. They are eligible for the social contribution, which is relevant to that particular country. And also there is one more exception that is mainly, there is a special economic zone which is called a DIFC. Okay. So DIFC, they just moved that end of service gratuity, and now, they are following a dues plan. So in
dues, DEWS, right?
DEWS. In dues, what is happening, normally the end of service gratuity company is only booking a provision. And they are making this payment only at the end of their service period.
Right.
But in dues, company need to make this payment on a monthly basis to an investment account. Okay. So when the employee is leaving the company, the particular authority, they are investing this to somewhere. And when the employee is leaving the company, they are paying back this amount back to employee, including, the return which, they are associated with this particular investment.
So it leads to a kind of security to the employers and employee in case anything downturn comes or something.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
So is it a different name or a same name? Like gratuity, you call it as a social security contribution or social contribution. But end of the day, these are same, in logically these are same or different?
Well, social security, since they are expat, normally, once they completed the job, they may go back to their home country. Okay. So pension scheme, once you are reaching a certain age, you will get a monthly income from that particular scheme. But for this dues and all, once you completed your employment, you will get a bulk amount. There is no monthly amount, you will get a bulk amount.
They also get the returns from that investment.
That is only at the end of their service period. Yes, they will get. Okay. So what the authority is saying, when you are contributing that amount, they can invest this. And you can select whether you want to...
But is the risk of investment going down on the employee?
Risk is already there.
No. Is it on the employee?
Employee only.
Oh, really? Okay.
The risk is there. Okay.
But it's market.
But employee has the option to select the plan.
Very
multiple
okay.
plan. But those who are very risk-taking person, they can take that also.
Yeah.
So that option belongs to employee. They can select. The ideal thing is, once the money is transferred, that money belongs to employee. Employer, whatever the reason, they are not going to refund or they are not going to get back that amount. Once the money is transferred, this belongs to employee.
Yeah, but there is a disadvantage in provisioning because their investment opportunities will not be there.
Yes.
And
So it's better.
I have seen Nazir is talking about some, in depth on complex topic. It's not going to be a very easy topic,
Yes.
and we thought it's quite easy, but when Nazir is, putting forward, it looks it's a complicated topic, and there is no doubt, or there is
Because
no
sir,
reason that it
we
should not
only
be
know
with-
gratuity.
Yeah,
We
it's
have never heard of this is the national and this.
The thing is, earlier in our, payroll, there won't be much UAE national.
Yeah, but
And
now
the possibility of GCs national comparatively less. Now, because of these changes, many UAE national coming into private sector.
Democratization.
And government is also putting some initiative to make, mix in the employment, to include all the maybe nationals in payroll. So this will add some complexity in the payroll processing and all.
that's why it's outsourcing is always
Yeah.
best idea, right? To the
Yeah.
experts.
Yes.
Especially where there are mix of, different nationalities.
Yeah,
Especially GCC
exactly.
nationals and locals, residents.
This topic will remain as a myth. It looks, because
Yeah.